Mara, what are you doing? Why did you think it was such a good idea to punch someone like me in that way? All I was doing was coming over to your place for the first time with Adam to see you face to face and talk to you about us getting married. Why? You're asking me why I'd do something like that to you? Oh, that's because someone, I mean you, was trespassing in my house behind my son, so of course I had every right using violence against you. I have no husband to protect me anymore, so I had to fend for myself and make sure you weren't going to cause any problems. Also, I want you to stop talking to me like I'm someone you know, all right? Even having to think of you as being someone who's a part of my family makes me feel sick to my stomach. So, Mara, are you really that opposed to me getting married to your son, Adam? When we talked over the phone before, you never acted like you hated me in any way or that you were upset about me being with him. You know for a fact that I oppose it now. Back then when we talked, I didn't know enough about you, but now? Who would ever want their son to marry a used-up whore? So you're not happy about the fact that this will be my second time getting married then? Yes. I'm sure that this time will be the same as the last. You'll become bored of Adam and leave him just like your last husband to go and find someone new to be your husband, right? After all, you are the type of whore that can never last with a single man and must always go out to find yourself a new one. That wasn't the reason for me having to leave my last husband, though. So how about instead of punching someone first, you listen to what they have to say to you about the person they are? I'm not going to waste my time listening to whatever useless spiel you have saved up to try and fool me. I already learned everything I needed to know about you. And that is that you are a woman loaded with problems that I will not let my son be exposed to. I'm sure you're the one responsible for your husband having to leave you last time, right? Why do you feel as though you already know everything about me already? I am a pro at judging other women and their life stories just by looking at them. And also, when it comes to you, you're not even working a proper job, right? No, I'm working a proper job. I just don't have to leave my house if I don't want to work. You must know that my son is in the middle of finding himself a job, right? Are you working a job right now that'll allow you to take care of him while he's out searching for a new job? As of right now, I'm the one supporting the two of us. I know that. And you're only doing that because my son is putting his best foot forward in finding the perfect job for himself. Do you think that because you're the only one with a job right now that you are better than Adam? No, I don't think that at all about myself. I find it pretty rare that a son's mother would be totally fine with his wife supporting him. Well, we're not going to talk any further about something like that. I'm not actually okay with you supporting him as his wife, and I don't want you married to him at all. I will never let my son be with a woman who's already used up and has nothing left to give. If me punching you has opened your eyes to that fact, then never come around me and my family ever again, you whore! You're not regretting your actions at all, are you? You think I'd regret punching you? I found it quite pleasing hitting a used-up hag like you.
Hey, Liz, can you please stop getting so worked up over what happened? My mom has always been that kind of woman. So, you know...
You're asking me not to be worked up over something as serious as what happened? What the hell do you mean she's just that kind of person, Adam? I was punched by your mom. Are you telling me she acts like that towards all kind of people then? Not just me?
That's not what I meant. No, I get that she hit you. I totally get that it probably hurt a bit. But, well, you wouldn't want to ruin things between us, would you? So please, just forgive her for what she did to you. I'm sure it'll never happen again. And that she'll get used to me being with you very soon.
Why am I supposed to be the one forgiving her for something like that when she's going to do that again at any time? I was the one that got assaulted by that woman. Are you not worried at all about how I feel right now?
What? No. Of course I'm really worried about you, Liz. I'm also sure that you are very shocked by what happened. So I wanted to come and calm you down a little. I'm not asking you to let her get away with something like that. All right?
This isn't even about me being shocked by what she did, though. This is about how she wouldn't even give me a chance by listening to what I had to say and just resorted to violence right off the bat. I feel I might have to tell the police about what happened between her and I.
Why do you think you need to do something as unnecessary as that? Telling the police? I don't think that'll help our situation any. I think you're just taking things a little too far by doing that. You're not actually going to talk to the police about what my mom did, right?
You think that would be me taking this way too far? What the heck are you even going on about, Adam? I was just punched by your mother when I came into her house with you. And you're going to say that wasn't her taking things way too far? Adam, are you actually on your mom's side in all of this? Because that's really what you're making this look like right now.
I'm not on anyone's side right now, Liz. But...
Hold up, you should be on my side right now, Adam. You saw me get punched by your mom for no reason at all. Also, right now, your mom thinks that I'm some kind of used-up whore for some reason. Why did you not step in and try to clear things up with her about that?
What? Well, hold on, Liz. She's not wrong when she says that.
You don't think her calling me a whore is wrong? What the actual frick, Adam?
Well, you have been with another man before me, right? I forgot what the reason was for you and your ex getting a divorce and all, but...
Is that right? I am completely shocked right now. What you just said to me? I think I'm going to have to call this marriage thing with you off, Adam. You don't even seem to know a thing about me still, and we've been together for years now.
Huh? What? Call our marriage off? You'd never do that to me, right? Hold your horses now, Liz. Why do you think you have to end things with me right now? I understand that I might not be the best pillar of support for you at times, but even still...
I'm sorry, but this just isn't going to work for me anymore. The way you think of me, it's just not something I'm going to accept from someone who I'd make my husband. I'm going to go talk to the police about what your mom did, and then I'm going to throw away the marriage forms we had filled out.
Why? Why are you going to do that?
I can see that you're only thinking about yourself right now, and I'm not having any of that. I'm sure you don't see things that way, but it's the truth.
But even if we're not going to be engaged to one another anymore, you still love me as your boyfriend, right? You just want to see how things will pan out for a little bit here. And you'll still be my girlfriend, right?
Nope. You and I are breaking up.
Huh? Wait a second, Liz. I'm not gonna allow you to leave me like that. Why do you think you have to break up with me?
Because you are a self-centered loser who doesn't care about how I feel anymore. I'm sure the only reason you still even want to be with me now is because without me, you'd never be able to join my company, right?
No, it's not just that.
I already get it now. I get what you and your mom are about, and I'm not sticking around for it. Goodbye forever now.
Hold on for just a second!
Mara, I'm no longer going to be getting married to Adam now. I just thought it'd be kind of me to let you know that this is the way things have ended up. Great! Hearing from you that you're going to do that makes me very happy. I don't have to worry myself too much anymore thinking about how a whore like you could have been a part of my family. So now, be aware that you are never allowed anywhere near my family ever again. And of course, that also means no more meeting with Adam anymore, all right? All right. Since even you're asking that from me now, then I'm definitely not ever going to go around Adam again. And if you try to get Adam to do anything to me, I'll make you pay for it. He is a kind man, after all, and if he was to side with you after this, I'd have a really hard choice to make. Of course, I'm not going to do anything to get him to go against you. I'm not going to even talk to Adam anymore. I will hold true to my promise that he and I are through, and I will not be talking with any of you anymore. It's great to see that a whore like you at least has somewhat of a head on your shoulders. I'm happy to see that. But Liz, do remember that I really hate women that don't know how to treat their man right. When it comes to me, before my husband passed away, I spent every second of my life devoting myself to him and only him. So seeing someone like you who finds it fun to sleep around with all kinds of men and move from one to another looking for marriage as a totally disgusting thing. Why are you starting to say that I sleep around with other men now as well? You happened to be divorced by your last husband, so I'm aware of what the reason for that was for. He divorced you because you were sleeping with other men, right? And so I'm never going to let my important little man be in the arms of someone as unfaithful as you. You don't have to worry yourself with me anymore. I was never planning on marrying Adam for what little money he has or anything like that anyway. Now just remember, Mara, that after this, even if you try once to sway me back into marrying Adam, it's not happening. And you're not going to regret me not wanting to marry him anymore, right? Why do you think I'd ever regret him not ending up with you? I'm so happy to see you leaving that I might be grinning for days. From here on out, I'm going to help him find a proper woman to be married to. Someone who's never been married before and is willing to give everything for Adam. Is that right? Well then, good luck finding a woman for him like that. Goodbye forever, you disgusting loser.
Mom, this is all your fault, Mom. Why did you end up having to punch Liz like that?
I'm so sorry, Adam. That was a complete shock for all of us. But listen, Adam, I did all that for the sake of protecting you, all right? I know for a fact that there are better women in this world who are a lot better for you.
All you did was cause bigger problems for me. It's all because of you, Mom, that my future is ruined.
Adam? Did you really want to marry her that badly that you'd blame me for something like that? That whore was not right for you. You are supposed to be married to a much more faithful and gorgeous-looking woman. And before we go looking for a woman like that, we need to get you a job. Let me ask some of my friends for you about jobs in town.
There were plans for me to be hired into the company that Liz owns.
Huh? Liz has her own company?
Yes. Liz is the CEO of her own company. And it's not just any old company, but one that's been on TV plenty of times now because it's so famous. Right now, her company is making huge profits every year, and at the rate it's going, it'll be one of the largest and most well-known companies of all time.
What? That woman? That woman has a company like that?
How hard do you think I've been trying to make things work with her in order to get myself a job within that company? She's a beautiful woman, and has been on tons of magazines and in all kinds of shows on TV. I was finally going to be able to marry a woman like her and then be hired into that company of hers. Then I would have never had to worry or complain about life again.
I'm sorry, Adam. I didn't know anything about all of that at the time.
And also, Mom, I have a feeling that you're getting pretty close to using all of Dad's money up by now, right? Had I been able to get into that company of Liz's, I would have been able to send you money each month. Well, now you've gone and ruined both our lives.
Had I known about all of this, I would have never yelled at her or hit her. Why did you never tell your mom about the fact that she owns a really outstanding company or that she was going to hire you?
You think I could tell you that she'd be the one getting me a job?
Hey now, I wouldn't have thought anything of that, Adam.
Well, for right now, all of this is your fault, and I don't think it'll ever not be your fault. Liz has also said that she's going to tell the police about what you did to her. She has a lot of lawyers under her already, ready to help her. So I advise you to get ready for that.
Hey, who are you sided with right now, Adam? To me, it seems you care about her more than your own mother.
I'm on nobody's side right now, Mom. I was really trying to help you by telling Liz not to worry so much about you. But what you did last time was taking things too far, and that's why this is all happening to us. Not only has she broken up with me, but she's also having me leave her penthouse now. I don't have a home anymore, Mom, all because you couldn't control your childish behavior.
Well, you can always come back and live here with me. How does that sound to you? You can come back to your mama and we can both live together again, like old times.
Are you freaking joking, Mom? You think me coming back to you is going to change anything? I know that you don't even care about what I want. Because no matter who I get married to, you'll feel lonely because I'll have my own woman and get jealous again.
I don't ever feel lonely and jealous. I really just want for you to be happy, Adam.
You liar! All you've done so far is ruin any chance of happiness I was ever going to have. I don't want to even talk with you anymore. Mom, I'm cutting all ties with you.
You do that to me? Wait a second, Adam.
Don't you ever try calling or texting me again, all right?
Hey, Liz, I really messed up a lot this time. I never even knew that you had yourself your own company, and a very respectable one at that. So I'm asking you, please get married to Adam for me. Nope, it's not happening. Why not? I'm trying to apologize to you right now after what happened. You can go ahead and tell the police about everything I did to you, all right? That's totally fine. But I'll only let you do that if you go ahead and marry Adam, please. You must have heard all about this from Adam, then. That because of you, we are no longer getting married and he's upset about it? That boy is a jerk for yelling at me like that. Adam is supposed to be a perfect little man to his mother. Well, if he's such a perfect little man to his mother, then he should also be able to find another woman to marry him, right? Wouldn't it be just embarrassing for him to have to marry a used-up whore like me when he's so amazing? I've come to learn that Adam is the only one meant for you, Liz. If he's not able to marry you in the end, then he's really going to go ahead with cutting ties to me. So please, Liz, please just get married to Adam for me like you always wanted. Just a few hours ago, you had sworn to me something, right? That no matter what happened after we talked, I wouldn't be marrying Adam and you wouldn't regret it, right? Wait, you can go ahead and forget about all that. You want to go back on something we swore? Mara, you called me a used-up whore because I ended up getting a divorce from the last man I married. Yet now, after all the crap you'd done and said to me, you want to go back on all you said just to make sure you're not the one coming out on the bottom? No? I'm going to follow through with what I swore on. I mean, I'm a good person after all, so I don't mind never having to think about marrying him again. And just as you've been told by Adam, I'm going to tell the police about you hitting me. I believe now is the best time of all times to start looking for a lawyer who can help you reduce the settlement you'll have to pay me. Why is everything all falling in around me? Well, the reason for that is simple. You judged my character way too soon before giving me a chance and then punched me for it. I did not judge you too soon, Liz, and there are plenty of reasons as for why I thought you were a total waste for him. I mean, you were the one that cheated on your last husband, and that's why he divorced you, right? That's a fact. I had every right to not want my son marrying someone who thought it was okay to cheat when they were married. I have never once in my life cheated on my partner. Then why did he divorce you? It's always been the woman at fault when there's a divorce at stake. To tell you the truth, we never even got a divorce the way you might think. Huh? Then you're telling me that even now you have relations with your ex? You are a whore! No matter how you think of it now, you are the most disgusting woman on this planet. One might even call you a witch for that. My husband passed away 5 years ago due to unfortunate causes. Huh? I never, ever cheated on him, nor did he and I ever get a divorce. We both loved one another to the very end, and I still love him to this day. He was not only my husband either, as he helped me with my company a ton, and I thought of him as one of my best business partners. Is that so? Well, I never knew about that. I know that, Mara. And neither did Adam know a thing about that. And that's why the two of you just assumed I had gotten a divorce or something back then. Adam never would listen to the whole story I'd tell him, as he'd always nod off halfway through. And in your case, you never even gave me the chance to tell you. But listen, Liz, I'm on your side now, right? I myself had my husband pass away a little while ago, so I completely sympathize with how you feel right now. I promise that whatever I had said to you before, I take it back and never speak of it again. I don't care about that. The fact that you treated me like total crap and even went as far as hitting me over not liking who you thought I was will never go away. I'm going through with what I told both of you, and that's telling the police about you and breaking up with Adam. Hey now, please! I really did some bad things to you, Liz, but I've learned my lesson now and will never judge you like that again. And you should be learning your lesson after something like this. Are you really never going to find a way to forgive me and let this all go? At this point, it's not about me forgiving you or not forgiving you. You did something you were not supposed to do, no matter the situation, and I'm afraid you might do it again someday. Well, do you even have evidence of me punching you like you said? Excuse me? I'm asking if you even have any evidence of me hitting you like you keep saying I did. No, wait. Repeat that one more time for me, Mara. You said you're going to tell the police about this, right? But I've never once punched you at any point in my life. Mara, is this your attempt at trying to run away from things then? Well, I guess I can't do anything to stop you. I mean, your son is going to pay for this all just as much as you, but you're still only thinking about yourself in the end? I'm asking you to show me what evidence you have of me ever punching you at any time. You must have something, right? You don't? Well, then perhaps it's time you stopped trying to threaten me with such BS. Dang. You really got me this time, Mara. I'm going to assume you saying you learned your lesson was all just a lie to try and save your own skin? Oh, I have learned my lesson, Liz. I should have listened to you a bit more to learn that your husband is in fact dead and you never cheated on him. But I'm not going to sit here and feel sorry over something I never did to you. Well, Mara, when you have to show up to the courtroom and you still act like a smartass, you'll find that there will be nobody there who is willing to listen to your crap. Is that really what you want to do? You really want to keep acting that way, only increasing the amount of repercussions there will be for yourself? The only problem that's occurring right now is you trying to sue me for something I never did. I want you to send me, right now, the evidence you have of me punching you. All right then, take a look at this video for me. Wait a second, what is that? You were taking a video of that? Actually, my company specializes in selling security and recording goods used for people that want to avoid being falsely accused of anything in the future, or to help them win court cases. And a lot of the things we make happen to be accessories that have small cameras and microphones in them for instances like these. We also dabble in drive recorders and things like that for cars, but our specialty are things much more personal. What? I have footage of you verbally assaulting me at first, all the way to you physically assaulting me. And I also have the audio from that, so everyone in the courtroom will be able to witness it all unfold. But hold on, you said you never laid a finger on me, right? No, this is all made up. This is all fake. Go ahead and claim that, but just know your last effort to try and get away has failed. Isn't this camera amazing? I'd love for you to buy one yourself and give it a try sometime. What is wrong with you? Well then, Mara, I'll be seeing you in court the next time we speak. And I'm now raising the amount I'll ask for in the settlement after what you just tried pulling there. Why? Why are you doing this? I really hope that after the court case, you learn a valuable lesson. Please and thank you. Well, this was all a bunch of fun, right? You almost had me in the first half there, but that punch and your mama's boy son really sealed the deal in making me hate the both of you. That was a close one. Hey, I really am sorry for what happened. I understand that it's really hard to go through life after losing your loved one like that. That's why I always hate hearing these stories about other people leaving the people they thought they loved because one of them cheated. Why do they get to keep their partners and take them for granted, but not us, right? I almost sort of understand what you mean there, but that's not a good enough reason for calling me such horrible things and then punching me. You know that, right? No matter how much you try and get me to feel bad for you or apologize to me, I'm not going to forgive you. Is there really no way for me to show you that I'm really sorry? I'm asking you to please listen to me. If you let me talk about myself a little more, I'm sure you'll understand how I was feeling then. Stop it with all that sobbing, would you? I don't care to listen to your useless sob story and waste all my time. After that, I went ahead and blocked Mara's number and everything. Adam tried relentlessly to get me to rethink what I was doing, but I cannot trust him anymore as the person he is, and so I totally ignored him. I kicked Adam out of my penthouse, and then I myself moved out of there into a smaller home more fit for a single woman like me. A little while after that, there was a court case against Mara, and like I said to her, it was all an easy win for me. She really tried her hardest to use the fact that her husband had died as a way to make her look as though the stress that caused her to hit me was not her fault, but nobody bought that. And it didn't help that I showed the jury screenshots of what she had said to me about having not even punched me in the first place, which only helped dig her an even deeper hole to end up in. By the time she realized that everyone in the courtroom had heard enough of her sob story and BS, she sat down and all the life in her face just drained away. I was able to get a lot of money from her in the settlement, and will be waiting for that money to come to me. Adam has totally cut ties to his mom now, and whenever she tries to get a hold of him or go out to find him, he never responds to her. There are even rumors going around now that Mara is so lonely not having anyone around her anymore that she'll try stalking Adam to see where he goes next. When it comes to what Adam is doing now, he still was never able to find himself a job, and so he was forced to leave town and start working out in the countryside. With the loss of everyone she thought was close to her, and with most of her husband's money being used up now, I really wonder what Mara's doing with herself now. As for what's happened to myself, I've become a little turned away from the thought of marriage and have now been putting a lot of my time into the work I do within my company. Even now, my company is making bank, and I'm working to only expand the company even more for the sake of ramping up production. And until I find myself another man who I think is actually worthy of my time, I'm going to keep treating my work as though it's my partner. And I'll keep doing this all with the thought of my deceased husband being right beside me. Hey, I just got a call a few minutes ago. Did I hear them correctly when they said you fell down the stairs and ended up with multiple broken bones?
You heard them correctly. Right now, I'm in a really bad shape, and my whole body is in horrible pain. I'd really love it if you could bring some things from home to the hospital while I'm here.
I never thought you'd end up all screwed up like that. How embarrassing for you and me now.
Huh?
I'm sure the reason you fell down those stairs is because, like every time, you were dozing off while walking and didn't even see the steps in front of you. And because of you daydreaming like that, you fell down those stairs and hurt yourself. I'm sure that doctor was lying to me when he said that you're badly hurt and have all those breaks. No way that could happen to someone by falling down a couple steps. Are you not embarrassed by how this all happened to you?
Wait, why would I be embarrassed by what's happened to me? This has nothing to do with me dozing off and falling because of that. Are you not even worried about the condition I'm in right now?
Worried? What should I be worried about right now? You should be able to get right back to work after this, right?
I'm not asking you to be worried about me getting back to work or not. I'm asking if you're worried about the fact that I just broke a ton of my bones and will need surgery to fix a few of them. Don't you think you could be a little bit more considerate of my condition at the moment? It's going to take me around 2 months at the very least to get through most of my recovery here, and so there's no way that before the end of those 2 months, I'll be back to work.
What? So you're telling me you won't be going back to the office for a whole 2 months now? My God. You are the least helpful person ever, Mike. I feel so bad for the people that are going to still have to hand you some form of pay while you're out of work.
Can you please not say things like that to me now? I didn't end up this way because I wanted to be injured or anything. I'm not that kind of person, and I really want you to understand that what's happened to me was an accident. so please start talking about what's happened to me in a lighter tone. At this time, I'm in a tough place mentally, and hearing you speak horribly of me makes me come even closer to breaking down.
I'm not sure what you're going on about. I hope that after this accident, you learn just how useless you really are. To not only the company that you work for, but also to your family back at home. I knew for a long time now that you've been a waste of the company's payroll, but aren't you embarrassed by the fact that you won't be back to work for a whole 2 months now? You need to see just how much of a fool you look like right now. I swear to God, you are such an idiot.
Not even my boss talks to me like that about my position within the company, Angela. I never expected someone like you to talk to me in that way, actually.
Wait a second. Do you not even plan to come back home for the next 2 months then?
I have to be very relaxed while I'm going through my recovery phase. And so the plan was to keep me in the hospital for 2 months while healing from the surgery. And also while having myself tied up in the bed here.
My God, then what's going to be done about all the housework at home? Are you expecting that I do all the cleaning and laundry here for the next 2 frickin' months? There is no way that's happening, Mike. Just because you're useless and can't help our family doesn't mean that I need to pick up the slack and do all the work now.
Are you kidding me? You don't even have a job right now, Angela? You said to me that the trade-off for leaving your job is that you'd take care of all the cleaning and chores like that while I work. So I think it's totally fair that you have to do all those things for a few months while I'm here recovering. I can't come home right now as I'm not able to move out of this bed. And so can you please be the one to do all the chores? Besides, I won't be around the house much for a bit, so you won't even have to clean things as often as we normally have been.
Jesus, that is going to be a total pain in my butt, you know. Ugh! It's because I have to hold on to a useless husband like you that my whole life has been nothing but frickin' miserable. I hate this. Why do you think I'd ever want to give up my free time to do all the chores in the house? I don't care that you broke some bones, Mike.
Are you really saying this all to me right now? I'm telling you that I never planned on breaking a lot of my bones and becoming immobilized like this. Right now, I feel the same way you do. Miserable.
Well, I don't give a crap about you being miserable right now. You're the only one to blame for falling down those stairs, and so you don't get the right to sit there and feel sad for yourself. Right now, you've caused a whole lot of trouble for all those around you. You should be telling every single person that you've affected that you're sorry for being alive still and having to put more weight onto their shoulders.
Angela, you should know that you're being a little too overwhelming right now. For the time, just be aware that I'll be staying at the hospital in the center of town. I ask that you please stop by sometime soon and drop off some things for me. Books, games, anything that will keep me entertained while I'm laid up in bed for 2 months.
Huh? You actually expect me to go there and see you now?
Huh?
Why don't you ask your mom to bring some things for you? That lady is always free, right?
Please do not act that way towards me, Angela. It is not appropriate right now. And as for my mom, she's not going to be able to come to this hospital as easily as you can. She would also have to drive over to our house to get my things, and then drive another direction to get here. That's too much to ask from her. With you, all you have to do is drive 30 minutes to the hospital and hand me some things. Is that too much to ask?
I have a lot of things keeping me busy. Unlike you and your mom, I don't have the time to be running things back and forth from this house to you.
Are you kidding? So you're really not going to bring me anything? Let alone come and see me here?
Ask someone else to come and visit you with all your things. I don't have time for such tedious things as that. Now, I am a busy woman, and I have to get back to my life. Make sure to stop trying to text or call me now, okay? I need all the quiet time I can get right now to start thinking about just how useless of a husband you are and what I'm going to have to do about you.
What are you saying, Angela? Do you really not want to listen to what the man you married has to say? I'm serious, Angela. Why are you acting this cold to me now? Angela, today I'm getting out of this hospital. You really didn't even come one time to see me there while I was recovering, did you? Not even after the surgeries I ended up going through. I'm finally going to be coming back home now. But are you even still there? I have something very serious that I'd like to talk to you about, so it'd help to do it in person.
I made sure to fill out most of the divorce paperwork and leave it on the table for you when you get back.
What?
Your daughter and wife have moved out of that house now. I have no use for a husband that cannot work anymore, and so I want the two of us to part ways for good.
You have not even showed me an ounce of care after my accident. And now this? Well, thank God I got used to never seeing you for the past 2 months. And are you serious about having filled out divorce paperwork for us? And also about already have moved out of the house with our daughter?
I'm telling the truth, Mike. And why wouldn't I have done all of this? You were a huge thorn in my side even before you fell down those stairs, but after that, I couldn't imagine another day where you were my husband. I don't need myself a man who's just going to sit in the hospital for 2 months and tell his family to handle all the housework while he's gone. Your daughter and I are out of that house now, so go ahead and hand in that paperwork for me, please.
For crying out loud, thank you!
Now you're going to try and hide your true feelings?
No, I'm actually really thankful. I can never be happier than I am now. I'll make sure to stroll over to the city office today and hand him all those papers with a huge smile on my face. I will finally be back to the life I had before, freed from my chains.
Huh? What's up with you now? Why are you acting all joyful to hear this from me? I understand that you're probably just trying to act all tough and hide your emotions, but come on now, Mike. You're sounding like a madman now. I know for a fact that deep inside you are crying for me to come back to you.
To tell you the truth, that whole time I sat in the hospital recovering, you nor my daughter ever came to see me, and that gave me a chance to really think about the life I had with you both. So now that you're saying that you're both leaving me, I feel like that nothing's actually changed for me. If anything, I was a bit worried to come back home to you both being there, so this had lifted that fear off my back. I was a bit depressed thinking that I'd be going back to two people who don't even care about me, and would rather see me waste my life working away in order to keep them fed and under a roof.
Depressed? Why would someone like you be depressed by that when you're only just good enough to make money for us here?
Tell me, Angela, who's the actual person here that's useless and a waste?
Excuse me?
You promised me that after you quit your job a long time ago, that you'd become a housewife and get all the chores and cooking done, but that never turned out to be the case with you. Instead, both you and Sid would just sit around all day. And the moment I got home from work, would start going off on me saying that I need to get everything in the house done. Did you know that the reason for me falling down those stairs wasn't due to me dozing off at work? It was due to the fact that I was so exhausted from having to do so much at home for you two that I passed out the moment I got to the office and stumbled down 3 flights of stairs. Yet you never wanted to listen to the real reason for all of that.
You can say whatever you want to say about why you fell down those stairs, but I will not allow you to blame me for your incompetence.
I remember how you'd also go off on me about how my job didn't pay enough, and that it was because I sucked at it and needed to try harder. You'd also tell me to start working overtime so that I could make more for the family. But when I'd receive that in my next paycheck, you'd tell me it's not enough and that there's no reason for me to be staying late at work. It was always one thing or another with you, and no matter how hard I tried to make you happy, you never seemed to care. I even remember those days I'd stay late to make extra money, and when I got home, you'd ask me where dinner was and why I hadn't started making it yet. And not just that, but then follow that up by yelling at me for not having any of the chores done yet. I'm being honest when I say that I was at my limit. And so having you tell me that you want a divorce now is the best news that I've received in such a long time.
I can see that you keep blaming that all on me, but you know it's actually because you're a waste, right?
Say whatever makes you happy, Angela. I'm going to divorce you now, and I'd rather not listen to you complain about me anymore. I'll finally be free, so don't expect me to back down now.
You're free now? You have neither a job nor any money anymore, so what freedom will you possibly have? You're never going to be free now because you have no money to spend. You are a waste to this world, and that's why you've been thrown away by both your daughter and your wife.
I've been thrown away. You really view it that way?
Excuse me?
I'm sure that the only ones who will be in trouble after throwing me away will be the two of you. But, well, whatever life you have after this, do your best with it. I'm going to have that divorce paperwork handed in by the end of the day, so go ahead and live your lives however you like.
You don't have to tell me that, Mike. And as for you, good luck getting through the hell you've been gifted. And of course, you and I won't be family anymore, so don't come crawling back to us crying for our help. There wouldn't be anything in helping you for us anyway, since you have no money now.
I see. Well, whatever you think of me doesn't matter anymore. Just be glad that I'm not going to try and get any sort of revenge on you two after what you've done to me. I am being very clear with you that I am the happiest I felt in a long time. Thank you so much for leaving my house for me.
Is that so? It's disturbing to hear you say you're happy after something like this, but oh well. Goodbye forever, you frickin' loser.
There is one thing I forgot to mention to you though. I know every little thing about how you've been cheating on me with another man.
Huh? Cheating on you? What do you mean? Have you gone completely off the deep end now? Because what you're saying to me makes 0 sense.
I'm sure it makes a bit more than 0 sense to you. Did you think you could keep all your activities with him hidden from someone like me? I know for a fact that you've been with that other guy for a very long time now. And, as a cherry on top, I have evidence of it all.
What are you talking about? Are you just trying to make things up now so that you feel better about being divorced?
Why would I be making something like this up with you? As of right now, I'm not the one losing this battle we have between us. If that's what you want to make all of this, then go ahead and do so. But I think that I'm anything but the loser right now. And that's because I'm not going to lose.
You're just trying to make me get all worked up now, aren't you? There's no way you'd ever figure out something like that when you've been cooped up in that hospital for the past 2 months.
Don't get so carried away with thoughts like that. I told you that I don't have any intention of getting revenge, because I'm actually quite happy with us getting divorced. And tomorrow, I'm going to have all the locks to my house changed, just to be safe. Wouldn't want any chance of you getting back to my house to be there.
Huh? You're going that far? A lot of my things are still in that house, Mike.
I'll make sure to put them all in the trash outside for you, so don't worry about those. You told me that you guys have already left for good, so there's no reason for me to keep your things here, right? If you actually still needed any of this jewelry or clothing, you would have packed them up and took them when leaving as well, right? Allow me to make this crystal clear for you. I do not want you, or Sid, coming back to my house. But be aware that I will be talking with a lawyer about how you've been cheating on me, and I will make sure that there's a settlement that you have to pay me.
Huh? You want me to pay you a settlement? You understand that I don't have a job right now, right?
Oh, I do know that very well, Angela. And not only am I aware of you cheating on me, but I also saw that letter you attached to the divorce papers saying that you want half of all my properties in the divorce. But thinking that you'll be getting anything from me in the divorce is a bit too generous after what you've done. How about instead of acting as though you won this battle against me, you open up your eyes a little bit more and see the reality of your cracking situation? Why should I have to give you anything of mine in this divorce, when it's you who have been without a job for years now and have been cheating on me with another man behind my back? Had you done nothing besides ask for the divorce, you probably could have gotten half my things. But you went as far as cheating on me, right?
I am not cheating on you. Stop trying to paint weird pictures of me in your head, okay?
These are not false accusations that I'm making of you though, Angela. I already have solid evidence of you cheating on me, so it's no use trying to run from me now. It's better that you just embrace the truth now, so that you don't have to overwork yourself trying to live a lie. Anyway, I'm going to have a lawyer with me here soon, so running away is not going to be an option anymore.
Are you seriously getting yourself a lawyer now? Do you really think what's happening between us requires someone like them to be around? This is all supposed to be between us and not have anything to do with strangers. Mike, there is really no reason for you to go that far, right?
We have been together for over 20 years now, meaning that there should be no hard feelings after something like this. Have you forgotten how much I loved you all that time?
What are you trying to say to me now?
We've been together for over 20 years. That's a pretty dang long time, and us having to divorce now is something that normally happens to any couple after this long. Let's just continue to be kind to one another and end things between us without creating such a mess.
Why are you trying to backtrack now, saying that you want all of this to end neatly? You were the one that forced me to go day by day with loads of stress in my life, while cheating on me in the background. And while I was in the hospital recovering from multiple broken bones, which I'm still having to deal with by the way, you filled out divorce papers and left the house with my daughter. You've made it pretty clear that you never wanted things to be neat when leaving me. And understand that I'm going to be generous by going through with this divorce, as that's what you've been so desperately wanted, right? But I will make sure that you pay me for all that time of mine you wasted, having a relationship with another man. And as I'm aware, the man you've been going out with secretly doesn't have a ton of money himself, so he might end up throwing you away when he finds out about me and my plans.
You even began to look into him? I have not been going out with him, though. He is just a very close friend of mine.
Oh, he's just a friend now, is he? Well, just to make everyone aware of this, I'll have the evidence of you both sleeping together sent to your parents' house.
What? Why would you send it all to their house? Why?
This is all being done to ensure that you don't lie to your parents about the real reason behind this divorce, and so that they understand the real woman you are. It's insane that you thought after pulling a stunt like that you'd be getting any part of my properties in the divorce. Well, that's really never going to happen for you. And all you'll be getting now is a court notice stating that you owe me money in the divorce. And I'm betting that you're going to have a hard time getting back out there and finding a job for yourself after spending so long being a fake housewife for me.
Why are you talking to me like you're going to come out on top? You're in the same boat as me right now, jerk. You don't have a job anymore yourself, and all your money is tied up paying for your medical bills.
Huh? Why do you think that I'm without a job right now?
You haven't been able to show up to work for the past 2 months, so your boss has fired you by this point, right? That's the whole reason I threw you away. I was not going to stay together with a man who thinks it's okay to just slack off for 2 whole months and not care about his job that made money for all of us.
Well, I was never fired from that job, Angela.
Huh?
I have never been slacking off, and I don't even understand how you got that idea of me in the first place. I told you that I was in a major accident at work, and that it would take me 2 months to recover from it. And that's just the time required for me to heal from the breaks themselves. I'm still going to be going to physical therapy for the next year or so to help me get back to the amount of mobility I had before. But I'm sure you never would have known about my condition or about how I plan to get back to normal since you never came to see me in a hospital.
What do you mean you haven't been fired yet? How the hell could that be?
I was given sick leave for a month and a half so that I could recover in the hospital. But I only used a month of it because after that first month, I got use of my left hand again. And so my boss was kind enough to allow me to work remotely, which I've been doing now for a month and will continue to do so as I stay in physical therapy. Therefore, I have not been fired from my job. I was hurt on the job, so they could never fire me for something like that anyways. I sure think you're a bit screwed in the head though for not ever coming to see me in a hospital, and for the fact that you continue to verbally abuse me for my injuries. But thank God I had been wanting to divorce you as well, so this is a win for both of us. Now, you and your daughter do your best with that man you've been cheating on me with, okay? And don't forget that I plan to take a good amount of your money in this divorce.
Mike, why are you not going to answer your phone? I even came all the way back to your house, but it doesn't even look like you're there anymore. And I can't even get into the house anymore because you changed the dang locks on me. What the hell do you think you're doing trying to play hide and seek with me?
Why are you coming back to talk to me again? And another question, why would I allow a stranger to come into my home without a good reason?
Calling me a stranger now? What is wrong with you, Mike?
Huh? How is that wrong of me?
Right now, I'm in a very bad place and need help. And it's made me see that I actually want to get back together with you again, Mike.
Are you sure you don't feel that way about us now? Because your boyfriend ran away from you after hearing about the amount of money I'd be taking from both of you?
Don't you feel a little bit sorry for me, though? Even Sid has turned a cold shoulder to me and said that she's going to live on her own now. So I have nobody left to love me and call family. I want to go to see my boyfriend and talk this all through with him, but he'd never listen to me now. And as for my parents, well, they're very pissed at me for what I did to you and everyone and told me to never come to their house again. And so I just want to come back to you now and live with you again. It's the easiest option for me at this point in time. So can you please start taking care of me and let me back into your life?
I'm laughing my butt off right now at how naive you're acting. I'm sorry, but it's gonna have to be a fat no from me.
Huh?
I don't have the mental strength anymore to deal with a frickin' idiot any longer in my life, so no. Have you not noticed that the whole reason your life really sucks right now is because of all the things you did to me? It makes no sense for you to come back to the person you hurt and ask for them to let you back into their life. Now, go back to suffering in that hell you've created for yourself, please. I am a complete stranger to you now, so never, ever come around me again. And I'm sorry for being a useless and jobless husband back then. And just as what has been expected, Angela was not able to get any sort of help from anyone she knew, and was left stranded with nowhere to go and nothing to do. I'm guessing that since she still gotta pay off the settlement I asked from her, that she'll be working odd jobs for a long while now, and realize just how cruel life is when you've slacked off for many, many years. I have still stayed in touch with her parents though, as they were really good friends with me, even before we had gotten married and had Sid, and they still tell me that every so often they hear her crying at their front door in near silence, hoping that one day they'll open the door and let her in. But what she doesn't know is that they're planning to have a large fence installed around their house, and so she won't get many more chances to be under the awning of their house. As for Sid, I haven't heard from her again since the day before my accident, and I don't expect to, but she never ended up blocking me on Instagram. So from time to time, I'm able to see her post, and see that she's found a man of her own now to get close with. It seems those two will get married soon, but I'm never going to need to bother with her anyways. It's just good to know that she got away from her crazy mom as well, and is doing alright with someone else now. I bet you that Angela really does regret ever cheating on me and then leaving me the way she did. But as for me, I'm more relaxed now and have a whole new life to live where I could do what I want and not be criticized for it. It'll be a while yet until she's fully paid every penny to me that I've asked for, but I'm in no hurry for the money, as I still have my job to give me a decent income. If anything, seeing her pay me a little at a time each month keeps me updated that she's still somewhere out there, trying to survive on the streets.
Hey, Lily, come on! Where are you going? You know that I was only joking, right? Don't make such a big deal! Ha 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 ha!
A joke? How dare you try to downplay it like that? You asked all of those questions about how I was raised and humiliated me in front of everyone. Your whole family is laughing at me. How could you do that to me?
It wasn't anything like that, though. I just know that my family would be interested in the kind of girl that I was marrying. Besides, you know I come from a really important family. We're not like other families. We can't just let anyone in.
But that wasn't all you did. Even after all that, you still just had to throw your water on me. I'll never forgive you for this.
No, you don't understand. That's just something we do. We need to make sure that anyone we let into our family is tough enough to take on whatever might get thrown at them. That's all.
How is it something you've done before if you're an only child? Oh, do you just do this to every single woman you let into your house?
No, wait. I didn't mean to say it like that. Please, don't be like this. You know you're the only girl for me. I know that you know that.
The only thing I now know is that I don't know you at all. But now that I do, I know that we can never be married.
What are you talking about? You don't have to be like this. Come on, we're both getting up there in years. You know it'll be easier if we just get married.
Is that the only reason you can think of to marry me? What even am I to you, Charles?
You're the girl that I, an heir from a rich family, am asking to marry. And I think you just barely passed in my parents' eyes. So as long as you just fly straight, you'll be fine. I know that you were raised by your father and that you were poor, but at least your face is okay. Well, it's okay once you balance it out with the rest of you. Anyway, you're pretty enough for me to marry you, so be happy.
I don't believe it. Were you always like this? Did I just never realize?
Come on, I'm the same me that you've always loved. I don't get what you're making a big deal about. Are you forgetting that I'm saving you from living out the rest of your life poor and alone? You know you have to come back to me. You don't have any other choice.
No, I've made up my mind. You and I are not getting married, and that's final. And I'm gonna take myself home.
Man, you're really being a pain in the butt. You know that? You know that I don't have to take that from you if I don't want to, right?
Oh, well, thank you so much for doing me the favor of taking it. But I don't need anything from you anymore. I want to marry someone who would see me as their equal.
Yes, and I want a rocket ship to take me to Mars. This is the real world, and you need to start living in it. Of course we're not equal. You're far beneath me. And that's just a fact.
I really hope that this isn't how you see the world. That's just horrible. But I don't want anything to do with you anymore. Just stay away from me and out of my life.
Man, you really like dragging this out, don't you? How long until you give this up? And we go back to being together, babe.
This isn't an act. I'm hurt and upset, and I don't want to see you or your family ever again.
And just what do you have to say about my family? Huh? You're trying to insult them as well?
I'm certainly not trying to praise them. And if that's how they treat every potential suitor you bring home, then I don't see how you're ever getting married.
How dare you make fun of my family? Do you have any idea who you're talking to? We built this country, you ingrate!
You're delusional, Charles. Just leave me alone.
I'll make you pay for this! Hey there, Lily. How'd it go meeting Charles' parents today? I know that you had a lot to talk about. But when do you think you're coming home?
I'm sorry for not saying anything, Dad. I'm coming home alone right now.
Well, that's okay. Nothing to apologize for. But is everything okay? Did something happen?
Well, actually, yes.
I never realized that he was that kind of guy. I'm so sorry that he put you through that, Lily. That's horrible.
It was horrible, but... I just don't know what I ever saw in him. He was a walking red flag, and I just never noticed it until now.
You didn't do anything wrong, so don't blame yourself. He tricked you and led you right into that trap. If anything, I'm sorry that he used me to make fun of you.
Dad, please, if I don't have anything to be sorry for, then you have even less than that. Charles has no idea how behind the times he is criticizing single-parent families. Not only did you raise me, but you also became the CEO of your company. I couldn't be more proud of you.
Well, I couldn't have done any of that without you, Lily. I mean that. But anyways, you need to stay away from those people. I already have some of my guys looking into them. But do you have anything that could serve as evidence against them?
Of course I have the messages we've sent and even some voice recordings I managed to take. They're a bit choppy, but I have them.
I'm sure they would be more than enough. Would you mind sending me all of those? I have no idea what the person who thought to partner with them was thinking.
Dad, thank you so much for your help. I'll pretend like I don't know anything, and it might be good if you don't let anyone onto what you're doing either. And I'm sure they tricked whoever dealt with them at your company the same way they tricked me.
You might be right about that. But okay, things are in motion. Let's hope this goes somewhere.
Sounds good to me, Dad. Also, I'm gonna pick up a six-pack on the way home. I need a drink after today, and you're welcome to join me. Then, tomorrow, I'm going to the courthouse to annul my marriage.
Well, I must say that I'm looking forward to both of those things. Hey there, Lily. I just really want to apologize for yesterday.
And just what are you apologizing for exactly?
I just wanted you to know that wasn't the real me. It's just, I change when I'm around my parents. I know what I did hurt you, and that it wasn't right, and I just wanted to say that I'm sorry.
You can't honestly expect me to believe that this is genuine, right?
I want to marry you, Lily. I mean it. I don't want anything to change between us, and I want us to get married, just like we planned to.
Then you really mean it? You're really sorry for everything you did?
Of course I am. I wasn't in my right mind yesterday at all. I know that my family bullies outsiders, and sometimes I get swept up in that. I'm sorry I wasn't brave enough to say anything to them, but I really love you, and I know that much is true.
Okay then. I accept your apology, Charles.
Really? You mean it? Oh, you don't know how much that means to me. Thank you so much, Lily.
But I want you to know that I wish you had stood up for me and said something to your parents.
I know. I should have done that from the start, but I promise to do it from here on out. Nothing like tomorrow is ever going to happen again. In fact, I've told my parents that I never, ever want to talk to them again.
Did you really say that to them? What did they have to say in response?
It was my decision. They didn't have a say in any of it, but I told them that if they weren't going to respect my future wife, then they could say goodbye to their son.
Charles, I'm so conflicted. I don't know what to believe now.
Believe in me, Lily. The me that you know deep in your heart, that you love. You said you accepted my apology, so some part of you must still have faith in me, right? You do still want to get married, right?
Please don't ask me that right now.
I'll take your silence as a yes, and keep planning. Good morning, Lily! Wait a second. Is today the day we were supposed to be getting married? Oops, sorry. I won't be able to go today.
What are you talking about this time, Charles?
I forgot that I had already made other plans for today that I just couldn't back out of. So I guess you'll just have to handle all of the cancellation of the wedding yourself.
I seriously have no idea what you're talking about, Charles.
Okay, let me break it down for you. I can't go to our wedding because I'm leaving for a trip with my family today. So you are going to tell everyone that there's no wedding, and then you're going to pay for all of the cancellation fees.
Oh, we were never even engaged in the first place.
What do you mean by that?
I mean that I know you had something sent to my dad's place, but I was pretty shocked when it said it was an invitation to our wedding. After all, I'd already gone through our process of formally dissolving our engagement.
And just what is that supposed to mean?
It means that I accepted your apology, but that doesn't mean that I forgive you. I knew that your apology was fake from the start, and I was never taking it seriously.
You stupid woman! What are you even talking about? You're supposed to be broken up over the fact that I'm leaving you at the altar!
I have no idea why you think you can treat people the way that you do, but I never signed any names to any wedding plans, and I'm not paying any fees to cancel them.
And so what? Do you think that's supposed to hurt me or something? It doesn't matter the cost. My family is rich.
Well, did both your parents know about this little scheme of yours?
You mean the amazing prank that I just pulled on you? Of course they knew about it. We're all here in the airport laughing our heads off at how stupid you must feel. And soon, we're gonna get on the plane and leave for our trip.
So you were all in on this then, I see. In that case, I really won't feel bad punishing all of you.
What punishing are you talking about? Have you gone crazy or something? What could a little nobody like you ever do to touch my family?
Well, for one, both of your parents just lost their jobs.
Are you telling me both my parents were just fired? You seriously need to work on your lying skills if you think I'm going to believe a word of that.
It's no lie, Charles. I know that both your parents work for Grell Corp. Or rather, worked for, I should say. But they were fired over this.
That's impossible! My dad runs Grell Corp! That's literally my last name! And my mom is a department manager who oversees hundreds of workers! They aren't people who can just be fired at the drop of a hat! And just who was it who did the firing anyways?
Well, that would be the president of Sky Inc., which Grell Corp is a subsidiary of.
Hold on a second. Now your lie is getting too complex. What does the president of Sky Inc. have to do with any of this?
Well, him and my father are very close business partners. And more than that, they've been friends for years. My dad mentioned this to him, and they said he would look into it.
Wait a second. My dad is on the phone. Oh crap. He looks really upset. I think he's apologizing right now. Please tell me none of this is true.
I'm afraid that my dad showed him some of the hurtful messages and recordings I have of you and your family. The hurt isn't over for you, though, and you will be hearing from my lawyer.
Wait, hold on. This has to be some kind of joke, right?
You lied to me, humiliated me, and then tried to cancel our engagement on the day of our wedding. Then you tried to leave me with the bill for it all. This is no joke, Charles.
But you tried to insult my family. I had to put you in your place.
I made one comment about your family after you ripped apart my childhood all because I was raised by a single father. I told you that I would never forgive you for this.
You haven't won yet! I'll get you back for this! I will have my revenge! Lily, I'm so sorry for everything, but can I please just ask you one little favor?
Are you really trying to pull the same trick with me again? And just what makes you think I'm even interested in hearing anything more from you, much less help you?
No, please, listen, I promise I'll give you a real apology, but you have to listen to what I want to ask you.
But I don't really care about your apology or your request. So, what now? It's obvious you haven't spent any time thinking about your actions, so I don't see the point in wasting my time on you.
Wait, no, please. I really have been thinking a lot about everything, okay? I mean, even my dad blamed me for all of this and disinherited me. I don't have a home. I don't even have any money.
And what's that you want from me?
I want you to forgive me. I don't want you to say that you'll marry me or anything, but I want to go back to the way things were between us.
Are you sure? Because it seems to me like you just want money. I know that you've been really bad about your spending, and now I assume it's all coming to bite you in the butt.
Wait, how did you know that?
Why else would you try and make me pay for all $25,000 of our wedding reservations? You're probably up to your neck in debt now because you don't know how to budget.
Sure, I have debt, but I don't even have a house right now. My parents aren't going to give me any more help, and I don't know how to get out of this by myself. Please, I don't even have any friends left. You're the only person I can turn to.
Well, unfortunately for you, you're still gonna have to pay for the way that broke off our engagement.
You mean even though I'm going through all of this, you're still going to make me pay?
Of course I am. It's clear to me that you still haven't really learned your lesson. That's why I'm not done punishing you. You can apologize all you want, but I know how to really hurt you. In your wallet.
Okay, I get it. I'm really sorry that I took the whole being from a rich family thing too far. I really didn't mean any of it like that, and I never should have looked down on you and your dad the way I did either. Besides, I had no idea that he was friends with CEOs and a big businessman himself.
So you mean to say that all it takes for you to not belittle someone is knowing that they're also rich? It's because that's how you see the world that we can never be together.
Wait, no, please! Lily, can't we just meet up and talk about this in person? I'm at your house right now ringing the doorbell. Are you home?
What are you talking about, Charles?
Please, just answer the door. At least let me talk to you. I'm not going to stop ringing the doorbell until you come out and talk to me, Lily.
No, I mean that I'm at my house, but I don't hear any doorbell at all. Are you sure that you're at the right address?
Why are you doing this to me? Why are you playing dumb? Of course I have the address. Now open the door. Wait a second. Did you call the cops on me?
Why? Are the cops where you are right now? Oh, wait, it was probably just the owners of the house where you're at who did it. I mean, I would too if there was some crazy guy outside my door.
No, this can't be happening. Please, Lily, can't we just start all over?
I think you have more pressing things to think about right now, Charles. After that, Charles was taken away by the police and brought back to his parents' house. Apparently, there was a similar-looking house in my neighborhood with the same last name on their mailbox, and that was where Charles made his mistake. He was warned by the police to not do that again and ultimately let go. In order to pay the $25,000 bill for the cancellation fees, Charles ended up borrowing money from several shady sources. But with his parents out of a job, he had no choice but to pay all of that back himself. Never having worked a day in his life, Charles was forced to take very low-paying part-time jobs. Apparently, the only things keeping Charles' parents together were their money and their hatred for people. However, after being fired, they now had no money and were poor themselves. I heard through the grapevine that the marriage did not last long after that. Despite both of them going their separate ways, however, they both agreed they still wanted nothing to do with Charles. As for me, I'm so grateful to have a loving father who would go to the ends of the earth to protect me. As a reward, we took a trip overseas together and have been enjoying reconnecting after such an ordeal. On that trip, we were able to reminisce together about the trials and tribulations we faced only having each other to count on in life. Dad always talked about how he has me to thank for all of his success, but I think he truly enjoys being able to step in and protect his daughter when she really needed to be.